sweetheart. I didn't think I'd come today. Yeah, yeah, I know. God, if you could see me now, I know you'd find it ridiculous that I wore that red dress that you loved. You know, the one that I wore on our first date. It was a lunch date, nonetheless. I think I think it was something about you. You wanted to spend more time together, and for some reason, you thought that having a lunch date would be better than a dinner date. God, you were so charming when we went to that favorite restaurant that you loved. The one that had the really bad service, but the really good food. God, you loved the chicken nuggets at that place, which was weird because their specialty was pizza. You looked really, really good in that white shirt and jeans then, and I mean, you really rocked that James Dean look. And I was just glad I didn't squirt all the ketchup on your shirt. God, I was so nervous. And I don't think I ever told you, but yeah, my heart really beats so hard in my chest. I just did my best to keep cool. But the first time that you looked at me when I arrived, it took all of me not to lose my footing. I know, my knees were always weak. Anyway, after lunch, I thought you were gonna take me home, but you surprised me. You invited me on a walk in my favorite park. And even now, I'm not sure how you knew it was my park. God, I loved that place. I went there all the time. And the day we went there, it's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. The roses, they were in full bloom, and there's a light breeze, kind of like the one I'm feeling now. And then I remember it rained later that day too. Do you remember what you said? you you said the cheesiest thing ever. You said that if you held me close enough underneath the big oak tree, I'd be so warm that I wouldn't feel the cold raindrops. But we all know I was soaked to the bone. We both were. And you were such a gentleman. You didn't think I had noticed that time how you were careful with how you held me. Your hand on the small of my back, and it never went somewhere uncomfortable. And it would seem funny now, but I knew in that moment I'd already fallen for you. I knew then that I loved you. Our baby, little Sarah, she turned 2 recently. And she looks just like you. She's got your eyes and your dimples and your smile. And every time I tickle her, she giggles. Oh, God, hon. If you could see and hear her now, God, she reminds me so much of you. So much that I feel this pang in my heart, this hurt mixed with happiness of seeing our child grow. I really, really miss you. Even now, I can't believe that you're actually gone. I miss your warmth and the way you always surprised hugged me from the back when I washed the dishes, or the way you would tickle me out of nowhere while I was trying to fold the laundry. But there's this one thing that I miss the most. It's the little noise that you made whenever you slept. The little cute snore you did when I knew you were really, really tired. It never bothered me, even though you kept insisting that it did. Sometimes I'd just wake up in the middle of the night and prop myself on the pillow on my side and look at you sleep and snore. You always looked like an angel. I don't know if you ever felt it, but I'd lightly just bonk you on the nose as you slept. I'd giggle as you wiggle your nose while you slept. Yeah. Yeah, you did that while you were sleeping. Honey, I didn't come here just to look back at the good times. I finally decided to visit you after a year because I want to tell you what's been weighing heavy on my heart. The day that you left for your work trip, that day when your life was taken away from you by a drunk driver, I knew where you were really going. I knew you were going to her. I knew that you were cheating on me. I'd known it for quite a while. I remember the moment that I found out about it. And I couldn't believe that you did that you would break my heart like that. And I had our baby girl. And months later, I found out that you were cheating on me with some woman from work. Why? Why did you have to do that? Why did you do that? My parents, they wondered why I didn't just confront you about it as soon as I found out. And I myself, I didn't even know why. I guess deep inside of me, I had hoped so hard that it wasn't really true. And that was just all in my imagination. But it wasn't all in my imagination. It was all true. And that truth left me broken and shattered, like pieces of discarded vase just left in the garbage bin. Why? I didn't understand it at all. You said you'd love me. You said you'd always be faithful, and you said I'd be your one and forever. You remember the vow that you made on our wedding day? Was your word worth nothing at all? I didn't confront you, yeah, but I wanted to hurt you, I wanted to slap you, I wanted to pound my fists on your chest. But I didn't do anything, I didn't say anything, and I couldn't say anything. There were no words, and we kept on for 2 months. Picture of a loving wife, loving husband, and I acted like I didn't know all about what you'd done. All about what you had been doing. And on the day that you left, on that day that heaven took you from me, I didn't know what to do or how to feel. And I never got the chance to tell you how I so much wanted our marriage to work, even though you cheated. Yeah, looking back now, I was willing to forgive you, to give you, us, another chance. Honey, I loved you. And I knew I'd never love anyone else the way that I loved you. And that's why I wanted to come here. Even though you're already gone, I wanted to finally tell you that I forgive you. I forgive you. Yeah, I forgive you. That's what I wanted to say to you. I loved you then, honey. God, I truly loved you with all of my heart. And wherever you are, whether you hear me or not, I want you to know that I'm letting you go. I am finally setting this pain in my heart free. Yes, I'll still remember your love for me. I'll choose to remember that you really loved me when you said you did. And I'll choose to believe the words that you uttered on our wedding day. And I will tell our daughter that her father was a man who truly loved her mother. I will do just that. Honey, thank you for loving me. I will always treasure that. I truly will. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye.